The Hawks on their way to the locker room earlier, hoping to send their fans home happy tonight. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. A view of the Atlanta skyline and all the action below it, as seen from the 17th Street Bridge. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
And guys, some background on Shea, the rare high-profile prospect that stayed in college for 4 years.
David, thanks for that report. You're right. Not that many top players stay all 4 years.
You know, Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler come to mind. I could see Shea having that kind of impact as he builds out the rest of his game.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the Pelicans. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, right now for the Bulls, they were obviously hoping to start out better. Still, too soon to panic. But lately they've had very little luck and seem to be trending in the wrong direction.
San Antonio in that last game. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Jones checked in for Len. Parker comes in for Hunter. Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And Turner's subbed in for Trae Young. Chicago also making some changes. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Markkanen. And B's subbed in for Chris Dunn. At the number of trades now starting to involve stars. It feels like the league's power balance is always shifting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think organizations that are trying to stay ahead of the trend, Kevin, might think about, we might have a star for just 2 years. How can we get the next one? Backside of that, Kevin, is a lot of these star players are signing deals that are not extending to 4, 5, 6 years. You can't even do that anymore. So you get a guy for a couple years. What he wants to do is maximize his earning potential for 1 or 2 seasons, become a free agent again, and then look around the league where opportunities not only to win, but to also cash in. That's what's happening in today's game.
Poke loose, a solo fast break. Here's B. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Adidas is always on the lookout to find the next big thing in the NBA, and they've decided to bring in Shea to their company as a spokesman.
Greg, when you think about it, they might be taking a risk, but it could pay off huge for Adidas. The way Shea has played, they could have just signed the next big thing. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Collins. Valentine's checked in for the Bulls. White comes in for Levine.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 3-point game, and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And 2 teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
And the big contract for Evan Turner entering its final year. Greg making over $18 million. Is he in line for a raise, you think?
Maybe not a raise, but he still remains a useful player. Never the most efficient scorer, but his rebounding and passing are what carry him.
B, the pass to White. B, Turner covering. Here's B. Offensive rebound, Carter. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. To the middle, here's Jones. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Turner. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Parker outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Parker's got it all tied up now for the Hawks. B, Turner covering. Here's B, and it's good from the elbow. B's got 8 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Turner finds Carter. Pass to Parker. That one's not going to go. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Outside, Jones. Over in the corner, Reddish. Parker outside. 6 on the shot clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Parker's got his 3rd basket of the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
In the corner, Valentine with it. And there's the pass to B. The 3. The shot by Valentine, no good. Atlanta's gone 4-7 from 3-point range so far in the first. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Looking now at some numbers for Jabari Parker. A very nice season for him last year. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
Shots good by Turner.
Now, this is the area that Evan Turner has built his house, the mid-range, finding his way into the paint and scoring the basketball.
Now here's Valentine, defended by Carter. B, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Jones kicks to Parker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Parker's got 8 points.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Absolutely stone cold at the line thus far.
Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And coming from a background with player development for head coach Lloyd Pierce.
Well, I think he's great at just being a cheerleader and a confidence builder for this young team. I believe that to be a good fit here in Atlanta. He brings a great hands-on approach, and very, very important for him to think about player development as these young guys grow together.
Goes up on the wing. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And again, Chicago, no good. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Hawks. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. You may not remember Vince Carter traded on draft night for his college team.
So as I'm sitting back there, he's like, there's been a trade.
The 5th and 6th picks in the draft, both of them went on to great careers.
And draft day trades happen all the time, but being traded for your college teammate, pick apart, that's pretty unique.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls. They've got Young, Satoransk there with B. Then there's Murray, and it's Valentine in at the four-man position. And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high... Turner looking around. Carter, the pass to Jones. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far. And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Stolen away. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Throws down off the coast-to-coast drive.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end.
Turner up top. Now here's Reddish. Defense right on him. Lets a floater go, and the layup is up and in. Reddish has got 4 points this quarter.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Brett, so many guys are now shooting from well beyond the arc. Who do you think has the deepest range in the league?
I think Steph Curry has the most consistent, deepest range.
Lillard is in that category.
Lillard is in there, and of course, last year's playoff win will never go away in terms of what a great memory that was. Trae Young is now entering that category, Kevin.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw that at the end of last year. His fearlessness in pulling up from just about anywhere has been pretty remarkable. And to that, I will add one Brook Lopez, who has found his way well beyond the three-point line.
He's a whole nother conversation.
We'll talk about him later.
We'll do that. Valentine wide open. He fires. Nailed from three-point land. Valentine's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls. Passes to Parker. Reddish with the ball. Parker outside. Pass to Turner. Now here's Reddish. Clock is at 3. From deep three-point range, Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. In the corner, Valentine with it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
The Hawks trail by 9. Now Turner. Pass to Parker. Tipped away. One-on-one here. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer, and he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys. And he needs to get back to what he was doing in that first quarter when he was in attack mode, drawing fouls and getting to the line.
White against Carter. And he gets it to go. Carter's got his first points of the night.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Second chance shot. Young dishes to Carter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Hunter's checked in for the Hawks.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Turner kicks to Hunter. Offline with his three.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
Look, Kevin, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Here's Reddish. Cans it from downtown. Reddish has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And nice dime from Hunter there. An unselfish player who knows how to look for his teammates.
And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 8-point lead.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Shea, you have been disruptive in the first half. A lot of steals for you. What has been the key for you at that end of the floor?
Well, this is the key. Treat every drive or pass against us as a personal attack up front, as we want to do. It's about playing defense with a chip on your shoulder, you know? I think we've done a great job of that tonight.
Well, you have really made it tough for them in the first half. Thank you for your time. Guys?
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. The Hawks. Damian Jones is checked in for Len. Parker comes in for John Collins. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Herder. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Young's checked in for Wendell Carter. Saturansky comes in for Porter. Whitey's checked in for Zach LaVine. And B's subbed in for Chris Dunn. They've got Young. Jones is out there with Parker. Then it's Reddish. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Young.
Using a quick, compact release, Trae Young, very difficult to guard.
Now the pass to Saturansky. Here's B. The shot's good on the assist by Saturansky. And now it's up to 25 points for B. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They host the Kings after this game, and that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Hunter, the pass to Parker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Young. Jacks up a 3. That shot no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. B. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Trae Young. And he makes the first. Both free throws good from B. The Hawks trail by 12. Young outside. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
All right, how about Trae Young? Even when he's bodied up there, finds a way to collect more points.
Here's B. Chalk up 2 there. B's got the lead up to 12 now for Chicago.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Young passes to Reddish. To the paint. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist from Reddish. Reddish has got 3 assists in the game. B, defended by Young. Another 3 for Chicago.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Parker finds Young. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got 9 points here in the second half.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Over to the wing. Young passes to B. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Hawks trail by 11. Here's Reddish. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Reddish has got 6 here in this quarter. There's 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. Elbow shot. No good from B. Atlanta's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Hunter. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Hunter's got 17.
So versatile offensively. When Hunter gets in a rhythm, he's capable of carving up a defense.
B, defended by Young. Here's B. Hits it from three-point range. B's got 35. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's Chicago leading by 10. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So for Chicago right now, and small forward and power forward, Porter and Young. Be out there with White. And it's Markkanen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Passes it to Porter. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
The Hawks trail by 11. Young with the ball. Here's Parker. Young outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's B. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist from Young.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
B. And Jones sends it back. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That's foul number 2 for him. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And one area of concern for Dunn, hitting his free throws with consistency, because he has the temperament to draw fouls.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And welcome back to the studio here on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in a moment to speak with our post-game guest who's standing by on headset near the locker rooms.
Hey, it's Shaq. Great job locking down the W. I saw all roads going through you on the offensive end. You smell barbecue chicken or what?
Honestly, big fella, I'm getting that chicken with the blue cheese. But you know it's all the same. I'm just happy to get out and get the win. I thought we did a great job of creating mismatches, exploiting switches. The timing of our plays was on point, but really we maximized what we did well as a group.
Man, barbecue chicken and blue cheese? Got to try that combination.
Hey, Jay.
Hey.
I got a request from Hank and the Hornet. You good to go?
Yeah.
Great. Just right over here.
Okay, cool.
Jay, welcome in. You're on with Hank and the Hornet.
Get real or get stung.
Yeah, how you doing today, buddy?
Hey, I'm good, man.
Awesome. So I want to ask by asking you about your growth as a player. You have come a long way since the beginning of the season. I'm just wondering, who's most responsible for that?
Hey, that's a good question, man. I'm going to have to go with Coach.
Okay, why is that?
Because, man, you know, the level of faith he has in me as a player, it allows me to do my thing.
That's all it takes? Faith? Man, I keep believing I'm going to win the lottery, but I am rolling snake eyes, buddy. No dice.
I mean, what else you want me to say?
We don't want you to say anything, Jay. We're just asking questions, man.
It doesn't sound like you're asking a question. Hey, what is that?
Looks like we got some beef brewing.
No, man, look, it's no beef, man. I'm just saying, you know, Coach really helped me out. So I don't have any beef with you two.
Of course not, Jay. Just ignore him, okay? He's not housebroken.
I got you.
Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we got with Jay. So, Jay, thanks so much for joining us. A real pleasure, as always.
Hey, for sure, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you guys. All right, bro. Peace.
Hey, Jay, you got a second?
Yeah, what's up?
This is your first time leading the team in scoring. Do you think that helped you become more of a leader overall?
I think you have to earn that over time. You have to prove you're consistent. Anybody can be a scorer, right? But it takes a lot more to be a leader. Honestly, I don't think I'm there yet.
Great. Thanks, Jay.